Hello YouTube and welcome to my channel. My name is Takia, and if you were guided to this video or this video was guided to you, then I'm serving as your earth guide or earth angel for the time being, or as long as you need me. Today we're going to get into a weekly Tarotscope reading for the sign of Gemini. Okay? Before we get into that, I do want to remind everyone, especially if you're new to tarot and oracle readings, that this is a general reading, so not everything I say today will apply in every area or aspect of your situation or life, and to take what resonates and leave the rest behind. A good tip for this would be if you go into a reading leaving more confused than you were going into it, then it more than likely was not your reading and the messages were not for you. Okay, so we'll go ahead and jump right on into this reading, Gemini. The first card I pull will be your energy for this week. It's going to represent you this week, Gemini. All right, so Spirit, let's get one card for Gemini this week. One card for Gemini. One card for Gemini this week, Spirit. One card for Gemini. Okay. Interesting. We have the unicorn, which is all about third eye activation here and perceiving the higher, being in tune with the spiritual realms and the mystical aspects of life. We do have the elephant also showing up at the bottom of the deck, which is like the king of fire. Interesting. So I do get like the sense that you're being aligned with some sort of purpose or destiny here, Gemini. But we will continue to pull cards. Gemini's obstacle for the week. Gemini's obstacle for this week, Spirit. We get two cards, of course. Okay, yeah. So there's definitely like I'm getting like a spiritual awakening maybe occurring, or a third eye activation happening this week for you, Gemini. Of course, this is not going to apply for every single Gemini, but if you've been guided to this reading, there's some sort of awakening that Spirit is inviting you to. So while it may not necessarily occur, you're still being invited, okay? And we have that free will to open that door or leave it closed. So your obstacle this week then, we have the bat and the dragonfly. Okay, and the bat is all about perceiving that which is hidden or in the dark here, okay? Or at least that's the energy I'm getting now. I'm not sure what the book says, but I'm pretty sure it's something along those lines. Seeing things that are hidden, or seeing things in the dark, okay? And the moon here, to me, representing illusions, as well as the dragonfly. So your obstacle this week, Gemini, is seeing through illusions here. Even if this is not necessarily a third eye awakening, this is you getting in tune or in touch with your intuition as it pertains to a certain situation here, Gemini. If it's not resonating from a spiritual perspective, I do see you needing to, this is going to be your obstacle, seeing through an illusion that someone is projecting onto you, okay? If you're resonating on a deeper level, this is about a third eye activation here and seeing through the illusions, or the illusions that have kept you in a limited mentality, or in a box almost. It's about breaking through those things and seeing things that were once hidden, okay? So those subtle energies, or those subtle, what do you call them? Subliminals, okay? So like when we used to watch Disney movies, for instance, when we were kids, they're full of subliminal messages and meanings. And when you get to a certain level of awakening, you get to see those everywhere. Okay, and then you reach a level of awakening where you see those subliminals everywhere. Okay, and then you see where the creators of those movies were drawing their inspiration from. It was from the other realms and being able to perceive the unseen. Okay, those subtle energetic influences that occur all around us. Okay, so this week it's all about seeing through the illusion and seeing through the veil. The veil is thinning for this Gemini I'm speaking to right now. For others of you guys, there's a particular situation in your life that is blinding you, or there's something being hidden from you as it pertains to a certain situation in your life. And the obstacle this week is going to be breaking free or breaking through the illusions that have held you captive or prisoner to this person's illusions that they've been projecting onto you. Okay? And in another case, though, I'm feeling like since you're in the unicorn energy, you're very perceptive and you're very in tune with your intuition this week. But I do feel like there's going to be an obstacle that presents itself to you that tries to bring you back down, or kind of put a blindfold on your third eye, kind of blind you, okay, blindsight you. That's for some of you guys. And this may actually be it. And I'm feeling like it's a person for a lot of you guys. There's a person doing this. They're trying to keep certain things hidden from you to keep you under their illusion, okay? I feel like this week, though, Gemini, you're becoming more aware of these illusions that this person is projecting onto you. Okay. And we do have the peacock at the bottom of the deck. And the peacock energy is that of transcending negative experiences in our life, or transcending difficult experiences and circumstances within our life, and escaping those situations without being traumatized or carrying heavy traumatic emotions and burdens with us from those situations. That's how the peacock gains its grace. You know, it's almost like nothing bad has ever happened to the peacock, because the peacock does not retain negativity. Okay, when they go through something, it's like that of the phoenix. You know, they transmute that negative energy. It's almost like they forgot that traumatic experience because they've only taken the lessons from those things, and it's made them all the stronger and wiser. But you'd never get the energy of someone being jaded or hurt when you encounter a peacock. They don't retain negativity in the way that we do as humans. Or at least that's the energy of the peacock in this deck, okay? So let's go ahead and get some advice for you this week. And they're wanting me to pull from the spirit messages. I'm going back and forth between my Moon Oracle deck and spirit messages from John Holland. So we're going to take a card or cards from here, however many they choose to throw at us, for your advice this week, Gemini. So what is going on for this week with Gemini? What advice do you have for the Geminis out there watching this reading who are resonating? Advice. Advice for Gemini spirit for this week. Interesting. Okay. That's very interesting, Gemini. So like I said, there's like a third eye activation going on for some of you guys, a more reliance on intuition and seeing the unseen realm, okay? Vulnerability, not being afraid of this, because I feel like I said, spirit is inviting you, Gemini. Again, we have that free will on whether or not we want to open the door. This card says, this is confirmation that you're seeking to tread into the unknown, unfamiliar territory. where decisions are based more on intuition than rationality. Don't let fear hold you back or allow a misguided sense that feeling vulnerable is somehow a negative condition. All right. And so once, because I feel like there's an obstacle presenting itself to you as an illusion this week, Gemini. And so you have the chance to exercise this intuition here. While things may not make sense on the surface, your intuition is going to be speaking to you and giving you this guidance, okay? For a lot of you guys, this is about an invitation into the unknown, where you're more in tune with your intuition in general. So this is like moving into another phase in your life, or your spiritual journey here. And Spirit is inviting you, okay? We have soul power at the bottom of the deck. Always remember, you're a soul that comes with a body, not a body that comes with a soul. Your soul is your true essence, and you have an unlimited supply of soul power at your command whenever you need it. Okay, so remembering that you are not this physical body, and that everything you see in the physical realm is not the end all be all. There are things and energies that are so subtle that we don't recognize them or perceive them with our 3D eyes. Okay, they're not solid physical shapes and forms, okay? And I feel like, Gemini, sometimes that may turn you away, or make you may shy away from those things or those situations that cause you to focus more on the unseen and your intuition rather than logic. You are an air sign, so you're very logical, you're very mental, and so you kind of shy away from subjects and topics and situations that cause you to use your intuition more than your logical, rational thinking mind, okay? So your advice this week is to be open, vulnerable, and receptive to these subtle energies coming in. This is interesting, Gemini. They're wanting me to pull from the crystal deck I have here as well. So let's get one card from the crystal deck. So she will always prevail, and her golden grace. And there's another card here. Sacred play. So Spirit, like I said, is inviting you to come and play. Okay, Gemini, they're wanting you to explore the unseen realm and that new territory there. There may be a situation that comes up for you this week that may prove to be a little difficult. Like I said, there may be someone trying to project their own illusions onto you. You may be becoming aware of that, and it may be difficult to even deal with what may be revealed to you as your third eye is opening, okay? But they're wanting you to remain lighthearted and allow these things to unfold as they will, because there is a divine plan behind everything that's happening. And if you choose to open the door, like I said, we have that free will, all will be well. You will come out on top, and you will come out like the peacock. Anything that you've experienced that otherwise would have caused you to operate more in a jaded, bitter energy just kind of washes away, because now you're seeing things from the higher perspective, and how you can learn from them, from those situations, rather than using them to fuel any bitterness or anger towards anyone or yourself. Okay, and so reaching out and allowing this grace to fulfill you or fill you, and opening and walking through the door that Spirit is inviting you to walk through. Okay, so that has been your advice for this week, Gemini. That was pretty deep. That's the deepest one I've had, I think, for this week. But thanks for joining this reading. I hope you found something of resonance here that you can take with you to use during this week for any situations or circumstances that may present themselves to you, Gemini. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. I do appreciate it, and I hope you join me on another reading. Bye.